Hey everyone, Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing. So we recently did a PSA video on the dangers of propane in your RV, some safety measures that you should be taking, and we actually showed some photos of RVs that exploded due to propane.
So this video got a lot of positive feedback from you, so thank you guys for watching it. And a lot of you thanked us because some of you didn't know the information and some of you did but just forgot and needed a reminder. So in today's video, we are going to do another PSA of something really, really important.
And at the end of this video, we're going to show you dash cam footage from about 6 months ago of an RV and a semi-truck that had a crash on a highway. You're going to want to see it because it's a real eye-opener.
So we've done 2 videos on how to drive a motorhome. We'll link the latest one up above. Now in those videos, we went into detail about how to drive not just motorhomes, we touched on towables as well, but really safety factors that a lot of people, some know, but some people don't even think about.
Especially with all the new RVers coming into the RV space, it's very different from going to a passenger car to when you're getting a towable, a motorhome. It's a big difference. And we know this because that's what happened to us, right? Like the first time was a truck with a trailer, pretty long, and then we jumped right into a motorhome, and you took some driving lessons. We wish we had the videos to show us some things that we kind of had to learn on our own.
Now I do want to clarify, lessons. I took a lesson. Which
is kind of what I did. You just paid for it.
Yeah, but it was me going into the driver's seat and driving. That was the
pretty
lesson.
much. That was the lesson. So we're going to break down that video just really quick, just some quick tips on how to drive a motorhome or an RV. And the reason why we're doing this is, again, because that video at the end, you're going to see how relevant these tips are, and if these tips were followed, that crash wouldn't have happened.
The first one has to do with speed, and many of us, most of us, I think at some point you will be driving on a highway. We see all the time.
All the time. RVers are bad.
Yeah, every time we're on the road, there are trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes, whatever, flying past us. We usually stick to the middle of the slow lane, and we try to keep it 65. Unless it's
65 is usually, unless we're passing, but 65 is what we drive.
And we will be getting passed by insane speeds of people in their RVs. Put in the comments below, guys, how many times when you're out there are you getting passed by other RVs and you just look and go, oh my God, I cannot believe how fast they're driving.
So the reason why we say keep your speed or below the speed limit is because that speed kills, and that is statistically true. The faster you are going and hit something at a higher speed, your chances of fatalities just keep going up. So that's an important factor. The second thing is, the faster you're going, the less time you have to react to things, especially in bad weather. So speed in general in a motorhome, we'll just speak to motorhomes. It's big. It doesn't handle like your Tesla handles. We know that everything is, the braking's a little slower, the steering's slower, everything takes more time. Keeping within control speed is really important.
Right, and with the towables too, we'll see people that are speeding and you just see it.
Oh,
it's like ready to fishtail.
And what do I do? I slow down
and move,
and give them a lot of space. I'm like, because if that happens, I need somewhere to escape.
Right.
The next one's going to be driving distracted or driving tired, and you can fall into this. I know there's sometimes we've left for a destination and it's supposed to take 3 hours, and now it takes 6 hours or 7 hours. And there's been times that we've just like called it. We have to pull over. It's just not worth it. It's too dark. It's just been a long day.
The weather's bad.
So driving distracted, looking down. It could even be looking down at your GPS. You take your eyes off the road for a second, and something can go in front of you.
Talking to the person that's in the passenger seat.
Correct, or somebody talking to you behind. Yeah, that can be very distracting. And then, of course, being tired.
Right, and one thing I just want to mention, too, because we recently did a dog video, RVing with dogs. We'll link that up above. A lot of people, I think, have their dogs just free, either in their truck or in their motorhome when they're driving. And just, it's really important to keep those dogs confined. I guess, put a harness seatbelt on them, in a crate, something, so because that can be a huge distraction. If a dog comes jumping onto your lap or whatever.
Well, we had to do that with our one. We used to have literally
with Sierra.
had like a prison in the back of your car because she would want to come and sit next to you. So we kind of gated it off, and it was fine.
Yeah, like, but now we don't even use that.
Now they're just lazy.
Yeah, but we use harness seat belts, and those work fine. But just something to contain them.
So the next tip for being safe on the road are blind spots. Motorhomes are notorious for blind spots. We could speak to Class A motorhomes. In the other video that we linked above, we have about 5 to 6 feet of blind spot in front of us, and then on the passenger side, a huge blind spot. When we had our trailer, very similar. You have those large tow mirrors, but you still have blind spots, especially in the back. It's difficult to see. So some of the things that you can do to kind of overcome this, a lot of motorhomes now are coming with side view cameras, and I know I've asked you a bunch of times if we're going, like, kind of turn onto an intersection, what do I tell you?
Just look outside.
Yeah, stick your head out the window and look, because you have a better view than I do. So just taking your time, really double checking, could really save a crash. And again, you're going to see this at the end of this video.
Next one that I think a lot of people forget about, or they just don't take it seriously enough, is weight. And being overweight is a huge risk in having a crash. So you have to make sure that you know all your capacities, knowing your towing capacity. Again, we cannot tow anything more right now than the Mustang because when we had the truck,
5,000 is the limit.
It was just too much. Carrying capacity. Don't overstuff your RV, trailer, fifth wheel, motorhome, whatever. And a lot of people do. You want to make sure you're getting your RV weighed full, so you know
as you travel.
Yes. So you know if you are going over that, dangerous weight.
So a couple of important numbers that you want to know: the gross combined weight rating. That's how much everything combined, tow vehicle, everything. And then another one important is your payload, and this is the one that's often overlooked. So, for example, like with towables, you might have a truck that has a 12,000 pound towing capacity, but the payload is only 2,000 pounds. And payload is everything that's in that tow vehicle. So after you put in passengers, junk, if you have a fifth wheel, you're putting that weight in the back, you may be well over what the payload is for that vehicle, although you're still under the tow rating. So it's really important. Another thing is that although your vehicle might say it's capable for 12,000 pounds, depending on how you have it outfitted, those same models, if they have 4x4, if they have a crew cab, if they have luxury packages, each vehicle itself will have a tag in the front door that has the specific payload, the gross vehicle weight rating, gross combined weight rating. All that information will be there, so that way you know exactly how much you can tow, how much you can carry.
And one of our friends, one of our YouTube buddies, JD from Big Truck, Big RV, I always say this, but he's really, really good for explaining all this. I think he just released a video recently.
Probably, he's done a bunch.
With, about payload and all that. So check him out. Next really important thing is maintenance. And we talk about this all the time on our channel. Keeping your trailer, fifth wheel, motorhome, truck, everything you have in good working order. So making sure your brakes are good.
If you have a motorized that you've changed your oil, you have clean air filters, anything, because here's the thing, you don't want to break down on the road. This has happened to us, not really because of maintenance, just because a part failed. I hate it when we're sitting on the side of the shoulder. I'm like, we need to get off this shoulder. It's not a comfortable place when this truck's flying past you. So you want to stay on the road. You want to be safe. Make sure you maintain either your RV or your motorhome.
Next one has to do with tires.
Important.
And guys, we talk about this ad nauseum on our channel, but this is really important in terms of crashes. So making sure that your tire condition is good. We talk about this a lot. Look for cracks and rot, and look at the tread and all of that. And again, we always say 5 to 7 years. I know people will change them. We do like 4.5 or so.
We own 4, but the tires are actually 5 years old.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't want to go past that because it just becomes very dangerous. Tire pressure is another thing. If you have an RV right now and you're not using a TPMS, it's really a big mistake. And I usually don't want to tell people what to do, but you want to do that because you need to know if a tire is losing pressure or the temperature is rising dangerously.
And the reason is because that could be a symptom of a potential tire failure, right? Which is what you don't want. We use Tire Minder. We have the A1AS. We used to have the I-10. They both work fine. We'll link it down below. That's not the only one out there. There's plenty of other ones out there that work well. That's just one that's worked well for us. So the reason why we're going over all these different things, because of the video we're going to show you now. In this video, you're going to notice, well, it could have been multiple things. I'm not quite sure what this driver was thinking, but...
No, I don't. And guys, you are going to angry. I get so angry when I watch this because this person not only put himself and all his passengers in danger, but put the truck driver and everybody else on the road in danger.
So let's show you the video.
A Hampton man faces charges after crashing his RV in Oregon. Take a look at this view taken from the trucker's cab. It shows the RV hitting the tractor trailer while trying to change lanes. You're going to see that right there. It happened Monday afternoon near the city of Pendleton. And right there it hits the truck. The 5 people in the camper had minor injuries. Police charged 35-year-old Michael Battle with making an unlawful lane change. A woman, a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 2-year-old have minor injuries.
So what do you think? Put in the comments below. That it's mind-blowing that guy actually made that lane change. He was ticketed for that.
And again, I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't know how you don't see that in the mirror.
But the fact
you're passing the truck, like, you know, it's there.
Right. Maybe, I don't know. But did you see the roof fly off of that RV? And then these people literally walked out of the RV when it, landed on its side. They had minor injuries. Thank God nobody was hurt. But I really hope this is a wake-up call for that guy, the driver.
And hopefully it's a wake-up call for people that own motorhomes. Unless you have like the bus conversions, you can see what happens to them in crashes, and they don't fare well against trucks, which is kind of like why we like those Super Cs.
I know.
So in the comments below, let us know, what do you think of the video? Hopefully some of these tips were helpful to you. I'm sure many of you already use them. If there's other tips that we didn't cover, which you might have covered in the other video, put it in the comments below, not only for us, but for the people that are watching this video. And if you like videos like this to the left of us, we'll put our RV newbies playlist, we'll put our RV DIYs playlist, and for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.